Okay guys, so I figured we were kind of due for one of these. I'm going to do kind of a question and answer type video because it's been some time since I did that. I'm going to answer the questions that were posted in the community tab on the last post I made. So I made a post last night that I said I'm up to 228 pounds body weight, 103.5 kilos, and I'm not playing around anymore as far as my strength gains are concerned. And I'm currently stacking as far as supplements, creatine, Super K, which is a vitamin K2, K1 blend from Life Extension, vitamin D3, 10,000 IUs, and then vitamin B complex. So those are the supplements I'm taking. I haven't been posting much training footage, and I said things are going swell. So that's why things have been a little quiet as far as the videos, honestly. That's kind of a good thing because training's been going pretty well, to say the least. Especially with that 10-pound gain in body weight. So that's one of the tools at your disposal. If you're a natural lifter especially, you cannot restrict your food intake. Your food intake is basically the anabolics as far as what's going to propel you. That's what's going to make you stronger. So if you're not willing to put on a little body weight and eat enough, if you kind of keep your weight down or don't eat enough, that's going to limit your strength gains. Like, that's the end of the story with it. If you're a natural lifter, you really have to eat plenty of food. That's what are your natural steroids, essentially. Like eating. It doesn't even have to be necessarily a lot of protein. Just eat a lot of food and get adequate protein, which is two things I've changed. I'm eating more, but I'm eating a lot more protein as well. But I'm not eating a ton of protein. I'm just eating an adequate amount, whereas before I wasn't eating enough at all. But let's go through some of the questions real quick. So Eric Larson, he says, "Killing it, Pete. It's inspiring how you are dedicated to health instead of hopping on TRT. Which would be the easier solution? What supplement would you say is the biggest help in restoring your hormone function?" As far as this one goes, there really isn't a supplement that I would say has restored my hormone function. Obviously, when I came off initially, I did 2 weeks, 16 days total of HCG and HMG, which are kind of like kickstart the pituitary gland. And then I did 30 days of clomiphene citrate. So those two things initially kickstarted everything going again. And it really wasn't an adequate post-psychotherapy. It wasn't enough. I should have extended it longer. Probably double the amount of time on HCG and HMG is the change I would have made. But besides those, like kind of restoring hormone function initially, that kickstarts the process. And then after that, you saw the test levels tank, and they've slowly risen. We're in the 400s now. I would speculate I'm honestly around 500 test levels right now, which I will get checked in the relatively near future. But there's no like supplement that basically helps restore hormone function. You could say Tongkat Ali increases, Tongkat Ali and Fedosia agrestis increase luteinizing hormone production, which increases testosterone. But I haven't been taking those, and I don't think there's really like a supplement that would restore things. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. We are 3 weeks away from the 2-year mark of being off testosterone and anabolic steroids and Clomid and all that kind of stuff. So kind of cool, guys. Kind of cool that we're coming up on the 2-year mark now without anything of help. I just, creatine's the closest thing you could say to having help. Killian DeFoyt says, "Love to hear it, Pete. Currently coming back from an injury, so I'm losing some weight, back under 200 pounds body weight." Yeah, man, injuries are part of the game. One thing I'll say is since I've come off, I stay a lot healthier. The injuries aren't as much of a thing. Like I don't have lingering inflammation or issues like that, so that helps a lot. SBD for the win 1 says, "Big respect to you and your new lifestyle. Looking forward to seeing what your future totals will be." Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm going to get a total because I'm really kind of against squatting. My hip is still in pretty rough shape, so I don't think I'll be getting a total, but push-pull for sure. We're going to push it. The Savvy Natty says, "You're an absolute unit." Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm trying to keep pushing here. Australian strongman, keep crushing it. So we get a lot of positive support here, a lot of good comments. Bo's in the comments again. So let's see what else we got. NK Training System says, "Always good to take a break from posting every single damn day or hour like these IG powerlifters." Yeah, I mean, part of it's like marketing your brand, which I need to do more of, to be honest. Like I'm coming out with a Train Heroic program. It'll be $20 for the initial 200 people. Like if I get 200 people, but that's the plan. I'm going to do it perpetually cycled and So yeah, I get why people post. They're trying to market themselves. And, you know, that's part of the deal. We're all trying to make a living at the end of the day, pay our bills, support our families, things like that. So I have personal training clients. I have online clients, online coaching clients, one-on-one. I have this kind of more one size fits all based off of percentages program I'm going out with on Train Heroic. I have the gym, you know, a lot of different stuff. So, all right, let's see what else we got. Michael Evans says he was thinking of trying the old Mark Shalit minimalistic strength training program where you squat and bench on Monday and deadlift on Thursday. Well, I think the biggest problem with that would be not enough frequency. Like bench, you're going to need about 3 days minimum frequency, I would say. That's kind of the key. Anything less than that, and I don't think bench progresses optimally. So minimum of 3 days for bench. Squat once a week, deadlift once a week. That could work. I prefer to do lower body training 2 to 3 days a week. So that could definitely work. But bench just needs to be a higher frequency. And I would really be hitting it hard on the deadlift and squat days if you're limiting the frequency of those to 2 days a week. So DN means, what he says, that's his username, DN. What do you mean with not playing around anymore as far as the strength gains are concerned? He says, do you mean you'll not cut weight any further? That is true. I'm not going to cut weight. I'm just going to roll into the meat and be as strong as possible and not worry about it, because I definitely am stronger, a little heavier. So that's probably why that's probably why things are going so well right now. You and Freaky D weigh the same, crazy times. I have no clue who that is, but this guy's keep calm and hold on. We got some others. Consider adding zinc, copper, magnesium, boron to your stack. All support healthy testosterone. Yeah, and yes, I've had those in my stack at various times, but I'm trying to not spend $1 million on supplements. I'm trying to go with the ones that I really feel will give me the best bang for my buck. So, and zinc and all that stuff, it's not very expensive, but I don't want to take a million different supplements either. Like creatine, we know works. Vitamin D3, we know works. Vitamin K2, we know is necessary with vitamin D3 and to prevent plaque buildup in the arteries. And then the vitamin B complex I'm kind of using to see if it will boost the red blood cells a little more, which will possibly increase testosterone a little further. Plus vitamin B12, all these different vitamin Bs really help with energy and overall health. So those are kind of the four I'm rolling with. Ryan Kirsch says, what are your thoughts on these supplements? I'm taking what you listed as well. He says resveratrol, which from what I know, resveratrol has some anti-aging properties and is overall good for health. It's just super expensive. So like bang for your buck, resveratrol is very expensive. That's why I'm not taking it or anything, but it's proven to be pretty good. You can get it from bulk supplements in pure quality form, but it's expensive. Zinc is awesome. Zinc's cheap. You know, like I said, I could add zinc in. It wouldn't hurt. It helps with the immune system. It helps with testosterone production, but I'm trying to keep it kind of to some basics, and I want to keep the variables the same so I can see what's really working. Collagen. Yeah, collagen helps as far as the skin, nails, all that kind of stuff, tendon support, all that. Again, I don't think it's necessary, but it certainly wouldn't hurt. And then turmeric, I would go with curcumin instead, which would be a little, you get more out of curcumin than you do turmeric. That's really what you're after. Fish oil, good stuff as far as the DHA and omega-3s and all that. So yeah, I think they're good supplements, but I just don't want to spend too much money or get a ridiculous supplement stack again. John N says, please stay natural. Too many people are dying. Your family needs you. You know what is stronger than a 900-pound deadlift? A man who is there for his family at 50, 60, 70, 80 years of age. To me, a 660-pound natural deadlift is more impressive than an 800-pound deadlift on gear. I don't care if the guy is strong on gear. They really do not do it for me anymore. I guess all these people have died or almost died over the years. Jerry Ward was the last straw. I don't support YouTube channels when the guy's on gear. Jerry Ward should still be here. He was a great man. I miss him, and I don't want to miss you. No, I appreciate that big time. I really have no desire to go on anything, even testosterone. I'm like, I feel fine without it. And I don't really know anyone who's kind of like come back and still competed and come off everything, because people obviously dip down into TRT or they just take testosterone, but I don't really know anyone who's come off. So I'm kind of trying to pioneer a new way here. But I just enjoy lifting. I don't feel the need to get on anything. And I just like to eat and lift and have fun with it. And we'll see where the numbers go, because I'm starting to like think some of these limitations are self-perceived. Like you can get really strong without testosterone, without anabolic steroids. And I'm starting to see that in my own training from just gaining a little weight and eating more. And I'm like, wow, I don't want to place any limitations on myself. So we'll see how the meet goes coming up here in 8 weeks, but I'm getting excited. Let's put it that way. Guy, glute specialist says, still doing running. And I said to him, not so much. It was absolutely killing my strength gains. This is true, man. Running was really crushing my strength. It was pretty hard to run like 10 miles a day, a few days a week. I mean, not every day, but 3 days a week or so, 10 miles a day, and be strong. Now you could say, well, you could run like 2 miles, and that's true. I'm sure that wouldn't have a super deleterious effect on my strength, but I've kind of just gotten in that like love for lifting again, and I'm really hitting it hard, and I don't want to, have anything hold me back for the meet. So I will do cardio at some point, but I'm going all in on this meet, and I'll probably do I didn't really enjoy running. I would enjoy more doing like a bike or elliptical in place, because I think cardio is good for keeping blood pressure down and staying healthy. But I am not running right now. It's been months, guys. And that's why my strength is also blowing up and my weight's gone up a little. So we got Evan Boyer. What do you guys think about ashwagandha? Allegedly, it increases testosterone and strength levels, but when I was taking it, I found I was relaxed to the extent of just blowing off work. This is something I've heard about, where ashwagandha can have this effect where it makes you kind of like emotionless. So I've taken ashwagandha for like a couple weeks tops, but it's been ages and I'm just not really big on it. I know it has been, that's in Derek's supplement Sigma. That's another one that he has in there, along with like Tonkat Ali and Fedosia agrestis. But I just don't think you need those test boosters. Like maybe they help a little bit. I don't think they're as necessary as just like go eat a pound of beef a day or something like that. One guy called me out one time on a community post and it was hilarious. I was like, ugh. And he literally, I couldn't necessarily argue with him, but it was, let's see if we can find it here. In fact, he basically was like, I was talking about drinking a gallon of chocolate milk a day or a half gallon. And he was like, you know how much sugar's in that? It's crap for your body, and you're exhibiting low test behavior and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, dang, all right. So I did clean up my diet, and I've been doing beef, whole eggs. I've really taken foods that I'm trying to boost my testosterone with. So a lot of rice, a lot of beef, grass-fed ground beef, and a lot of whole eggs. And that's a big part of my diet. And I do eat some dirty food, because at the end of the day, if you want to get enough calories, you cannot fill yourself up to be satiated or economically make it work if you're just eating nothing but clean foods. I try to eat mainly clean foods, but I have some stuff to get the calories in and keep my weight up and help me get stronger. So I think it's kind of good to have a mix of the two. But like I said, I'm 8 weeks out right now. Push-pull meet. Things are going really well. And I will start posting footage at some point. But I'm just kind of enjoying hanging out and laying low right now. So I appreciate you guys watching. Subscribe. Support the channel. The Train Heroic thing will be coming out in, I think, the next week, which it'll be $20. And I'll basically do that every week. I'll set up the program for you guys, and check it out if you like it and if you believe in what I do, because I've been coaching for 10 years. And if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, shoot me an email, prstrength1@gmail.com. Thanks, guys.